Hi everyone. Extracurricular activities, something which is very important in a student's life. I have been fortunate enough that my parents always motivated me to participate in these form of activities. So today in this video, I will be sharing a part of my webinar where I was invited as a guest speaker to provide information regards to the pivotal role of extracurricular activities in a student's life. So please do like and share this video and also subscribe to my channel. Do comment your views whether these form of extracurricular activities are indeed helpful for a student or a child. So let's commence with this video. We shall be discussing about the pivotal role of these extracurricular activities in a child's growing years. As a matter of fact, when I read the definition of the terminology extracurricular, I was shocked and baffled because the definition was that it is an activity in school, college, etc., which is not included in the normal curriculum. But very soon I realized that at the end of the day, it is something which is a bitter truth that yes, as the terminology itself proclaims the fact that it is something which is extra. In terms of academics, or I should say the education department, we have divided it into two spheres, in which 90% of the sphere is covered by the aspects of the academic, whereas the other term is extracurricular activity, where the child is expected, अगर तुमने अपनी पढ़ाई अच्छे से करी, तो तुम activity कर सकते. We have to realize that in a class, there are generally say 40 to 50 students. Is it practically possible for each and every person to be the topper of the class? Not every child can be a say Venkateshwar or a Swami or Sharma ji ka ladka for that matter. There will be 15 to 20 students who will be excellent in dance, music, acting, debating. There will be certain students who may be the best in athletics. Tomorrow they may even represent our country in Olympics, win a gold medal. And during that time, the schools will brag that yes, he is the student or she is the student from our school. And I'm sure during that time, the report cards will not be considered. As a matter of fact, we always see that a good student is that student who is able to score good marks. Isn't this showing a certain amount of problem which is lying? To judge a person whether he is good or bad, our marks are the relevant thing. At the end of the day, academics is just one of the platforms. So before continuing with this session, I would request each and every person to learn a particular mantra. The mantra is, it is okay to not to be okay in academics. Thus, I request you either you type in your chat box or repeat after me. That is, it is okay to not to be okay in academics. When you hear this mantra, you feel, wow, such an easy mantra. But when the question of implementation takes place, it is a heck of a task. Let me give you some real life examples. There was a student who received a letter from his school. He gave it to his mother and asked that, Mom, what does the letter say? The mother reads the letter and tells him that your school says that you are such an intelligent boy that we do not have capable enough teachers to teach you. Many years passed. The boy found that letter again. When he read that letter, he was quite emotional because the letter stated that your boy is not intelligent and capable enough to study in our school. And that boy, ladies and gentlemen, was none other than Thomas Edison, the person who invented the bulb. Without his inventions, I don't think that you would have seen my face on this webinar. Such is the belief system that at the end of the day, it is the innovativeness, the creativeness, and the uniqueness in the person that decides whether the person would be a successful one or not. I had a classmate in my 12th class, the so-called boards era. My mother used to tease me or say the Hawa year of a student.
where there is so much pressure among the students कि अगर मैंने इसमें अच्छा नहीं करा तो मेरा आगे क्या होगा. There was a classmate who was a brilliant singer. He used to take part in various reality shows. He even secured second or fourth position as well in those shows. Unfortunately, he could not clear two of his examinations. Now, on his re-examination, his totality was 60%. And every student at the end of the day aims to get the best of the college. With 60% marks, it was not looking very bright. But you know, in the very same year, he was admitted into the India's best college, and that too on the basis of his merits. And here by using the terminology merits, I nowhere intend to mean on the basis of his marks, but on the basis of his talent. The dean of that college in an interview provided the fact that we have 250 to 300 students who have scored more than 95%, but we required a person with certain uniqueness, the X factor, who can be the face of a college, who may even represent the college in other universities. That makes our university an all-rounder university, having all sorts of students at the end of the day. There are so many options. Before I continue with this slide, any member of the audience, whether a student or a teacher or a parent, please provide me in your chat box what type of activity would make you interested or you were indulged into, or what is the most interesting activity which is a stress buster for each and every person. It could be anything, including video games, including PUBG for that matter, which many students love. So let's discuss in that respect, any sort of activity. It could be dance, music, or as I mentioned, video gaming, even drawing, painting for that matter, or even sports activity, acting, etc. Now tell me one thing. In terms of academics, we had one sphere, whereas in this activity, we have plethora of options to choose from. This in a way shows that so much enthusiasm can be generated from these extracurricular activities. Thus, the key benefits which these extracurricular activities gives is in the form of team spirit, which is a very important factor, where you realize when you are working, for example, in a group dance, group music, or for that matter, skit, or in a sporting activity, you realize that yes, this is my role in the team. If my team requires me that if I speak only for 2 minutes, but this changes the whole plot of the skit, or if my football team requires me to be the defender and not to be the attacker, that is the role of my team. And this team spirit further leads to the attribute of a leadership skill. Further, it creates a strong personality leading to a positive attitude in a person. Muhammad Ali, a legendary American boxer, before every match, he used to say that I am the greatest, I am the best. And he never used to brag that. He used to take that as a pride because he knew that the uniqueness that I have, the talent that I have, makes me at a higher level as compared to others. He would not say these lines in terms of in his studies because he knew that what I am good in is the only thing in which I can have the confidence. Further, it gives you a certain trait, the art, to learn from others' experiences. I have seen many people, especially the adults, who proclaim the fact that due to their self-esteem, why should I learn from others? But these activities makes the child realize that yes, the person is doing better than me. I have to realize that, or I have to observe that what I can learn from that person. That further gives the child the guts to enhance their communication skills by approaching the person or by communicating what is right and what is wrong. Supposingly a team activity is taking place where something wrong is happening against a person, that communication skill takes place. And let me tell you one very interesting aspect. Whenever a child goes for an interview in the future stages, the interviewer or the employer at the end of the day would be considering these very traits rather than asking for your report cards. Thus, Participation is the stepping stone towards the victory. Let me ask you a very simple question. When, as a child, our parents take us to their relatives, what do they say? कि बेटा जरा poem सुना के दिखाओ, बेटा जरा dance करके दिखाओ. Or would they ever say to you कि बेटा जरा ताईजी को trigonometry का formula सुनाओ या microorganism का process बताओ? Why? Because they also know that these are the traits at the end of the day which takes you at a higher level. But you have to realize that Rome was not built in a day. If you commence with a certain form of activity, it may take time. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, for that matter, it took him 79 ODI matches before he could score his first century. You have to give yourself the time. If it takes 3 months, 6 months, year, 2 years, that is perfectly fine. Because half of the battle was already won when you started participating. The penultimate goal at the end of the day, if you see both the diagrams, the target is the same, but there will be hurdles, speed breakers, road barriers as well. A person who has started participating from the age of say 6 or 7 years will have more advantage in that respect. Whereas any other person who has been participating or has just started may find certain amount of difficulties in that respect. It is very important for the child to come out of the comfort zone at the end of the day, where as soon as the child feels comfortable that yes, no matter what, even if the audiences laugh at me, because most of the children have the fear, कि लोग क्या कहेंगे? It is not the thing which children should think at the end of the day. They think, मेरे दोस्त मुझ पर हंसेंगे. Trust me, even if they laugh, it will be once, twice, or at maximum thrice. But at the end of the day, they will on their own see that okay, Rohan is doing well, Shruti is doing well. मुझ में ऐसा confidence क्यों नहीं? You have to realize that you have to be a turtle and not a rabbit. Thus, slow and steady wins the race. If you are not feeling comfortable to perform before the audience, perform among your well-wishers, among your friends, among your parents, grandparents. Start performing among an audience which is say 5 to 6 members. Further increase it to 10, 20, 30. And eventually you will realize the number of people listening to you would be immaterial. Whether it is 1,000 or 10,000 at the end of the day, it will be just a number for you. But you have to believe in yourself. And for that matter, the role of parents is very important, because the parents shall have to act as a friend, as a true companion in that respect. They have to give the child the self-belief, the self-confidence that yes, can do so. And you have the freedom that what sort of activity you would like to be indulged into, you may. I have seen many parents where they have acted so strictly as if they tell their child, ठीक है, मैं तुम्हें एक मौका देता हूँ, if you see, that is fine. I've seen the mothers buying t-shirts, goodies for their children so that they to their father that no problem child, you tell your father that you have won. At least you could get another opportunity. By that aspect, my friends, the child will only believe that okay, my parents don't believe in me. Why should I continue in these activities? Further, the parents have to realize that comparison is not an option. The only comparison that a student should do is with himself or herself. Where if you scored 70 marks, others may have scored hundreds or 99 marks. You have to realize that in the next term, if I'm scoring 75 or 80, that is the improvement. That is the comparison which I'm able to do. Here in the image, the boy has won awards, medals, trophies. And the mother is asking the girl, where's your award? That is not fair upon the girl as well. Parents must realize that they have to create such a healthy environment where they must share their own experiences. They must tell their experiences by that, like, child, today I learned this in my office, or this was the problem which I faced. I was fortunate that my parents gave me that sense of respect after reaching a certain age where they took my suggestions, my opinions. Of course, we had difference of opinions, but that created a healthy environment where we can certainly rely on each other's confidence, on each other's views at the end of the day, creating a healthy family. Let me ask you another question. In your chat boxes now mentioned, would you like to meet any of these personalities in your real life? Some of them are not alive, unfortunately, but if they would have been, any sort of personality, because they are such great models for us, role models for us. Do you know the uniformity between each and every person? All of them are college dropouts or could not clear their examinations. But if we consider the fact that a good student or a good person is a person who has been clearing his exams, then by that criteria, neither of them is a good person and neither of them should be a successful person. But don't you think they are the penultimate of successfulness of a person? Thus, this shows the uniqueness, the creativeness, and at the end of the day, the confidence with the self-belief is something which will outshine you. I remember when I was in school, I was a in terms of my studies. I scored 60% in my examinations in 10th class. But with self-belief, it further increased to 80% in 11 because I followed a reverse psychology. And that reverse psychology was that the way I practice for my extracurricular activities, that is, if I'm able to learn 20 to 50 pages of a script within a period of 15 to 20 minutes, then why on earth am I not able to study within a period of 1 week? The reverse psychology was the way I practice for my curriculums, I'll do the same for my studies. I'll be more energetic. I'll practice again and again and understand it with utmost interest. And like I used to practice in front of the mirror for even for 14 to 15 hours, I brought that interest into my studies. And eventually it increased to a further from 80% to 90% in 12th. And in college, I became a topper. Thus, these extracurricular activities ultimately made me a good student in terms of academic as well. Thus, here is the thing. In these provisions, I can help you with. I provide one-to-one session with students who are not very confident or who want to know that what form of extracurricular activities they want to indulge into. I prepare them with any form of extracurricular activity. I nourish their public speaking skills. I guide them with the subjects to choose from, especially the 9th and 10th class students. I guide them with the appropriate career for them, especially the 12th class students. As a matter of fact, if you have a confusion that, okay, what sort of activity should I pursue? Simply choose any 4 to 5 activities for starting purpose. Realize the fact that, yes, this is the activity in which I am most comfortable with. As soon as you realize that fact, continue with that activity. But a personal suggestion, kindly do not consider this session as a fact that if any student believes that, yes, I'm enjoying my academics or I want to do further studies, in no manner I'm saying leave your education or leave your studies. At the end of the day, it is quite important as well. But you have to follow the 20 years that you study, that is the school period and the college period. Those 20 periods cannot be based on the certain rigidity aspect. You have to be flexible. You have to come out of your comfort zone. Thus, आप ये मत मानिएगा कि क्योंकि कुबेर महाजन ने कहा है कि आप इतना मोटिवेट हो जाओ कि आज से मैं पढ़ाई बंद कर दूं. No, you have to start balancing things. You have to take out the appropriate time for yourself at the end of the day. Thus, you can connect with me by observing this contact numbers, these mail IDs, and also you can message me on Instagram. You can also connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and very soon you will be finding me on YouTube. I will be more than happy to help each and every student, whether they want to come with their parents or talk to me personally. I'll be more than happy to do so. So thank you so much, dear students, and best of luck for the future.